sense since they're on the same wavelength.
You're making me blush over here.
Law, maybe you should consider what that statement actually means. Yes.
What?
Hmm? Hmm?
I'm afraid not.
I'm sorry.
Rinwell.
Huh?
Phew.
Hmm?
Good.
Hmm.
Right.
That little speech you gave back there was
Something's eating at you again, huh?
I don't know if I would say that. I mean... Actually, I guess I do have one or two things on my mind. My people, we lived in hiding, so we never really experienced the full extent of Renan oppression. Not directly, anyway. After Almadria killed my mother and father, though, I guess that's when I started hating them so much. The Renans, I mean. But then I think of all those people who were born into slavery. The ones who never even got angry in the first place because it was all they ever knew.
I hear you. Every city we've been to, it's the Resistance that gets labeled the troublemakers for having the guts to do the right thing.
When it comes down to it, sometimes I wonder which of us really has the better way.
You can't let your anger eat away at you, Rinwell. But then again, losing your parents that way... Hell, who could really blame you for it if you did? I guess what I'm trying to say is... sorry. Hell, it's hard putting this stuff into words.
No, I get it. You're saying that grief and anger are different than hatred. I never thought of it like that. But hearing you say it, it makes sense. Thanks, Law.
You're welcome? We finally made it.
I think we've helped these people just about as much as we can. They're going to need more long-term aid than we can provide on our own.
You're right. We need to ask the other realms to send help, and fast. Another reason to hurry and find a way out of Ganath Haros.
Agreed. We'll start looking for a way out tomorrow. For now, we should spend the day resting up while we can.
What?
What's that noise?
Elvin, this is bad! Look at the sky!
Huh?
What's happening to Rena and Lenegis?
It looks like Lenegis is transforming? But into what? What's going on?
How the hell are we supposed to fight the Renans if they're packing that kind of arsenal?
It seems they've broken their silence at last. My concern is that object they've dropped into the water. It's as if they're driving a literal wedge into Dana.
Not just into Dana, but her own resistance, too. And what's with that beam of light coming down from above? Got any idea what that could be?
Astral energy.
Are you serious? All of that is astral energy? But that...
It's a lot for sure. Not even all the astral energy harvested by every lord combined compares to that column.
They're trying to squeeze every last bit of energy out of the planet.
But why? I thought they only needed to harvest astral energy as part of the crown contest.
Who cares? If we don't stop it now, the whole of Dana is going to be hollowed into oblivion.
Oblivion.
Do you think that red woman is behind this?
It certainly wouldn't surprise me. Just as the Sovereign, the Maiden, and all 5 Master Cores are gathered in one location, she appears out of nowhere bearing a 6th core. She then forces the 2 of you to help her assemble the Renis Alma. Just what kind of person is this woman?
You mean you don't know her?
Pardon?
She was there at your palace, wasn't she? I figured you knew who she was.
Are you saying I should be familiar with this woman?
Well, sure. I remember seeing her with you back at Adelina Palace several times. Everyone in the guard always wondered who she was.
Now that you mention it, I remember seeing her with Balsif, too. You saw her, right, Shion? Shion?
Oh, sorry, I drifted off. As far as I remember, the first time I saw her was when we ran into her in Pelegion.
Seriously? How could you two not notice her before? She sticks out like a sore thumb.
I guess I always figured she kept an eye on the lords for the Renin top brass.
You're sure you don't remember ever seeing her before?
I'm certain of it. My memory has never failed me.
But if it's not that, then...
We'll get to the bottom of this later. Right now, that wedge is a bigger concern.
Well, what are we gonna do then? We're not gonna be able to leave Ganeth Heros until we come up with a plan, right?
Cyslodia lies beyond the northern mountain range.
Yeah, but we haven't found a single route through those mountains while we've been here. And we haven't gotten clues from any of the freed locals either.
Surely there must be a way through. This realm can't have been completely isolated from the rest of the outside world for 300 years. Volron may have simply sealed and hidden it.
Okay, then let's try asking the townspeople again if they know anything. Who knows? We might have missed something the first time around.
Sounds good to me. Better that than trying to build a boat from scratch. Let's start searching.
That must be Rena's true power.
I bet the whole of Dan is losing its mind right about now.
And just when we'd finished liberating all the realms. So much for things getting somewhere close to normal.
It's too calculated. As if whoever's behind all this was watching us.
The people of Pelegion seem pretty unfazed given the circumstances.
They've yet to get the full range of their emotions back. Maybe it's for the best. Can you imagine the panic otherwise?
Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to leave, that's for sure.
Whatever Lenegis is planning, it's a fair bet this wedge they've sent down is just the beginning.
Even now, they're stealing away Dana's astral energy as we speak. Come on. We don't have much time.
Hey, when that wedge dropped down on Dana, did anyone else see any weird lights shoot out with it?
Indeed. As I recall, it was 4 lights, each one a different color and going in a separate direction.
That's what I thought too. What were they?
Hold on. A lot just happened here, so let's take a minute. For now, let's focus on one thing at a time.
Where are these Foreland Mountains exactly?
Those are the mountains you encounter if you walk deep enough into the Lavtu marshlands.
I don't remember there being any sort of path like that around there.
It's possible we overlooked something before. It wouldn't hurt to look again. Okay, off we go.
You guys want to rest here?
Hey, what do you say we fight that shiny man?
Brace yourselves! This one's tough!
Where are you going?
Rising Wyvern!
Eagle
Not
Fly!
today!
Gale Force! Water! Hear my call!
Attack time!
Great Sword! Glacial Spear! We're
in the groove!
Thunder Blazer! Illuminate the city! Get toasty!
Bird strike!
Right, next one!
Smash you!
Illuminate the doorway!
Do it!
Open! Astral energy!
Say no more!
Step back! This one's all law!
I won't forgive you! Lightning condemned! Thunder Blaze! Illuminate the star! Reload!
Prepare to be sealed! Take this!
Lightning thrust! You're critical!
Watch this!
Here's
Here
another!
I come!
Hurricane
Lost!
Demons descend! Flashing bang!
Easy! Way to go!
Pierce through!
Take it! Take I'm all stocked up!
Time to finish it!
Xion, astral energy! Full throttle!
Together, that wasn't even a problem. Is the blazing sword okay?
A little water's not going to hurt it.
Armored soldiers!
Some of Volron's former guards.
Let's take them out quick before things get messy.
Oh, glory unto Volron!
Lay down your arms, and no one has to get hurt.
Silence! Traitors like you shall never walk free!
I knew you were stubborn, but you don't have to be so damn dramatic.
Burn in hell!
No further!
Do it! Don't leave! Blow them away! Eat this!
Oh, sparkling starlit light! Rain down and purify!
So much for sitting this fight out.
That wasn't like you!
Nope, that is
Shut him down! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
All disasters may one! Come forth, heal it from purity! Nail struck! I can do it all day!
Do it! Yukara! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Take that time! Here I come!
Holy Land!
I can carve through armor!
Thunderblade! Far beyond the darkest sky!
In an instant! Impact Claw!
All disasters are mine! This one's mine! Nail struck! Kitara frozen!
Hammer!
What's with the hole here? Is that supposed to be their hideout?
It doesn't look like it's freshly dug, whatever it is. Maybe it's the entrance to a path to Cyslodia. Everything all right?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Let's go. I don't know when it happened, but we sure are hauling a lot of stuff these days.
I was just thinking the exact same thing. Glad to hear I'm not the only one.
We should probably clear some stuff out, like our old weapons we're not using anymore. They must be in pretty bad shape by now.
No way. Those are still good as new with a little polishing. If anything, I'd say all our armor is what's weighing us down.
But that armor's also still good once you fix it up. Besides, better to have too much armor than too little. You can trust me on that one.
Well, what about all these dumb old antiques we're lugging around? If we sell those off, that should lighten our load.
Simpletons such as yourself who can't appreciate the true worth of such things is how precious art vanishes from history.
Pretty art's not gonna save you in a fight, man.
Stop it, you guys! This is no time to...
All I really meant to say is, you can tell how much we've been through by everything we're carrying around. Honestly, that's all.
Oh.
My deepest apologies. It appears that I may have rather overreacted.
Yeah, I guess it's only natural we'd have so many souvenirs by now. I might have been out of line too.
I guess all this stuff really is a sign of how far we've come together.
Yeah, every little piece is its own treasure filled with memories.
This calls for a celebratory drink. Tell me, Alphen, wherever did you learn how to wield a sword?
I was wondering the same thing too, actually. I'm guessing you knew how to fight before you met the Crimson Crows, right?
I used to be a soldier who served a Danan master. I never saw the guy's face, but I still fought for him because he was my employer. Looking back, it wasn't all that different from being a slave.
A Danon master? That must have been before the Renans brought you to Lenegis 300 years ago.
You must fight using real Danon techniques then.
Really? We used to have our own sword arts?
There's a lot of our own history we've lost since the Renans first invaded. It's not all magic and art. I'm sure it includes things like sword styles too. It's incredible and also a little surreal to see those arts still survive after all this time.
Not only that, but I first learned these moves while serving one ruler, only to end up turning my sword on the ruling class altogether. Pretty ironic when you think about it.
I apologize if I dredged up unfortunate memories for you.
Nah, we're good. It's in the past now. All we ever did in those days was stir up trouble.
You're using those skills for a good cause now. It's not all bad.
I suppose this is what people mean when they say that every cloud has its silver lining.
Exactly. He's using those sword skills to make the world better. Could be a lot worse.
True enough. I will stop worrying about mentioning it then. This place is rather gloomy.
Why don't you lighten the mood for us while we're here then?
No wonder we couldn't manage to find them. They've been holed up here all this time, hiding.
The remnants of Volron's forces. You think they were planning an ambush on Pelegion?
Possibly. Then again, knowing how blind their devotion is, maybe they were just waiting.
Waiting? For Volron, you mean?
Even though we already defeated him? But yes, I suppose you're right. For these guys, that would just be a technicality. They act more like worshippers than subjects. They're probably still in denial that he was overthrown in the first place.
Either that, or they were biding their time until the next crown contest. Either way, their allegiance is to their lord.
Who they're convinced and expectant will return. So in the meantime, they wait patiently in preparation for the day that he finally does. That's way more than just loyalty. It's no less than total subjugation.
Gotta break through!
Freaking does it! Can't get out of this! These fists have got your name on them!
Raging Count!
Not today!
Dance in the
They've
wind!
got me in their sights.
In here! Flicking love away!
Break it!
Hear my call! Fred! Blaze spear! Pierce evil! Shooting star! Attack them!
We are freaking infants! Yeah! And keep coming to me!
This could be... useful?
You've noticed it, haven't you?
Notice what?
I'm referring to Shion.
I never thought you, of all people, would come to me about her.
Yes, well, what concerns me has more to do with what machinations may be currently unfolding in secret on Lenegis as we make our way along this tunnel.
And you're saying it's related to Shion in some way?
Perhaps. She believed there was a good possibility that the Renis Alma may free her from her thorns. One would think after losing the Renis Alma, she would be more dismayed, and yet she isn't. Why? There's also the matter of the power that she inherited from...
You heard what she said. She didn't know about the Maiden's power.
Mere ignorance does not preclude her deep connection to the events unfolding around us. You recall when her thorns went rampant in Castle Delpharis. I've never seen dark astral energy manifest in such a way.
I thought you said all Renans had dark astral energy inside of them.
Correct. However, what Shion exhibited was far beyond what any ordinary citizen could ever possibly possess. Let me be clear. I do not intend to cast doubt on Shion, or her motives. Nevertheless, I cannot shake the feeling that there's more to all of this than what we currently know. Do you disagree?
Dispose of the trash.
Take this!
Here I come! Rising Wiper!
Dance in the wind!
I can shatter any steel!
Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for you, truly.
This'll come in handy.
Resonate with the earth!
In here!
I'm ready! Totally! In an instant! Impact block! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
Rain down! I'm out of ammo! Back into the fray! This is it! Meteor storm! Now, anything...
Well then, let's keep moving. It's obvious that people used to go through here in order to get to the other realms.
You think Volron really did seal it off to keep it hidden then?
Seems like it. Those soldiers we encountered might have known about it, and chosen to hide out here.
Coming through! I shall ensure you survive this!
Go! Stalagmite!
Bring you on top! Simian test! I shall seal you where you stand!
Do it! Totally!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around!
Certainly not. Prepare to be sealed. Actually, perhaps found is more appropriate.
Less talking, more do. They're all coming after me!
Hey! Blow them away!
Water!
In a bind?
Searing Clay! Reload!
I'll face you.
Rising Wiper!
Water! Hear my call! Hydration Orb! Glacial Spear! Pierce Evil! Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy land!
Rising Falcon!
Hey, look at that enemy! It's shining!
My ex?
Come and face me!
I can carve through armor!
Here Glacial Spear! Pierce Evil! Ha!
Eat dirt!
Free Blazer! Your wings won't save you from me!
I need something.
You need to be
Got
healed!
fired.
How the mighty have fallen.
Let a marksman handle it!
All yours!
You fight better at a distance. The further away, the better. You and I both.
We've turned the tables on it.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back. Eat dirt!
Bloody
Rising Wiper!
I'm ready!
Don't get careless. I see supplies and other signs people were living here. Even Zoogle cages.
Definitely looks like this is where the remnants of Volron's forces hold themselves up. Yeah.
They were hiding in a place like this all along. Out of our way!
Shattering of pieces! Attack time! What I can do!
Glacial Spear! Pierce Evil!
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance. Can't get out of this!
Here, let me help.
Line free! Why can't they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done. Dance in the wind! In here! This'll come in handy. Magic is there! Holy land! I can pierce all day!
Resonate with the earth!
Eat dirt! Where are you going? Lightning condemned! Thunderblade! Glacial Spear! Leave the enemy's arch to me!
No complaints here!
This is it! Take this! Dance in the wind! Seal! Corruption! Let's get you all tucked away!
Soaring Light Spear!
Play! Dance in the wind! I can handle it!
Those are impressive skills.
They took a lifetime to master.
You know, I'll have to keep training.
That was almost too easy.
No enemy can stand against us!
If only every battle went so well. Well,
Man, I'm famished.
coming through.
This one's mine!
Burn in hell! The damage should be
Here, let me help.
Take this! Forgive me. This is my fault.
I'll bring you back from death to far beyond the darkened sky! I call upon thee! Glacial Spear! Pierce evil! Shooting star!
too fast!
Stand back.
Demon Fang!
I'll trip it up.
Demon Fang!
Sweet dreams!
Demon Fang!
You fight better at a distance. The further away, the better. You and I both.
Finish this! Demon Fang!
Glacial Spear! Pierce evil! Oh, sparkling stars of light! Rain down and purify all!
Rising
Oh,
water!
sparkling stars of light! Rain down and purify all!
Stalagmite!
Leave the chargers to me!
In here!
Burn!
Let's get you all tucked away!
Now
Here, here! Pulls up all sparkling stars of light! Rain down and purify all!
Be still!
Meteor! One more time!
That took more energy than I expected.
An opponent like this should be easy.
I never
Come one, come all!
Dance in the wind!
I'm ready!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around!
Take this!
Certainly not.
Rain down and purify!
No further!
That's my cue!
Shut up! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Only the best materials in your garments.
Looks like some solid... equipment.
How much do they have to steal from us to be satisfied?
What's that thing's purpose anyway?
Some kind of siphon that sends the astral energy the Lords harvested to Lenegus?
Not as far as I'm aware. That said, it has become evident since the forming of the Renaissance, as well as other recent events, that my insight may be thin. I would, as I believe the saying goes, take what I say with a grain of salt.
No, Halim.
At the very least, I believe we can assume that whoever is pulling the strings behind the scenes has had this in the works for quite some time.
Why's that?
The people on Lenegus may have plenty of resources at their disposal, but not even they could prepare something like that in a mere month. Something of that magnitude takes considerable time, as well as a predetermined goal in mind.
Then what was the crown contest for?
At this stage, I think it was but one step in the greater scheme we see unfolding before us. What that scheme is exactly, I haven't a clue. For now, I believe we should keep moving. The path continues. It's quite possible it will take us all the way to Cyslodia.
Agreed. Let's keep moving.
So Shion's thorn... Come to think of it, what happened to those 4 lights that fell from Lenegus along with the wedge?
All 4 of them scattered in different directions. It's anyone's guess where on Dana they might have landed.
I'm not entirely sure, but it seemed like those lights may have all been different elements of astral energy.
So even though they're using the wedge to siphon off energy from Dana, they're shooting it back down to Dana as well? Why?
I don't know. It all happened so suddenly.
Hopefully it's not a sign of some new threat we'll have to deal with.
But if that red woman has anything to do with the wedge, then what could that light...
It's weird, isn't it?
Oh?
The Red Woman. Shion and Dohalim said they'd never seen her before Pelagian.
Are you saying they're lying to us?
No, it's not that I think they're lying, just... There has to be some reason for it, right?
Well, one thing the 2 of them have in common is that they're both Renans.
Okay, you 2. Put a pin in it for now. I know that we're in the dark about a lot, but for now, let's focus on getting through these mountains.
Yeah, of course.
Forgive you!
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
Raging cascade!
You picked the wrong fight!
I'm ready! More for the stockpile!
Flying freak! Why can't they just sit still?
Shion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Right! It's showtime! Mega Red!
Demon Red!
Dance in the wind!
I'm ready! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! That's what I like to hear.
What's with that shining bow over there?
Don't get careless!
Don't tell me!
Mega Ray! Dance in the wind! Air drop! Close one!
You require can't get out of this!
Will this help? Hydration orb! Healing circle!
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Ready to go! Water! Air drop! Mine!
I'm ready! In an instant! Impact block! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
Full posse! Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
They're surrounding us! Illuminate the dark!
Glacial, this one's mine!
Holy glimmer! Holy lance! Purge malevolence! Arcade water! In here! Lunar blast! More for the south pile!
No further!
Tempest whirl!
We got flyers!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours!
Rain down and purify!
I'm ready!
Armor won't save you!
Seismic rupture!
Meteor storm!
I'm ready!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Let the marksman handle it!
Demon Land! I'm ready! You're mine!
Denied!
Begin! I'm ready!
All yours, Kisara.
Oh, magic is it! Crossblade! Here's the rock! You all! With the raging cascade! Sleep now! Healing circle! Get on in there with the others! Thanks for the healing! Watch the Dohalim!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Trapped in darkness, pierced by light.
I call it the Rindo Special.
It sure got cold all of a sudden after we passed the peak.
Law,
Yeah, getting In a bind?
Dance in the wind!
Take this! Armor won't save you!
I'm ready! Astral energy! Full throttle! A flawless victory. Naturally. Glacial spear. Here's the evil.
Nothing gets by me! Denied!
Holy Glacial spear. Here's the evil. Eat dirt. Where are you going?
Yours are not the skills of just any warrior.
Save your compliments. We have to move.
Hold up. Is this as valuable as I think it is?
Dispose of the trash.
Raging cascade.
Burning
Negative water. Here's the wind.
Burn in hell!
Sleep now.
Demons descend! Flashing fang!
Neil that firearm here again.
I can show you mine if you like.
Sounds like a job for you, truly. Burning Glacial spear. Here's the evil. Freeze laser.
Bloody hell!
No complaints from me.
Discourteous, aren't you?
Dance in the wind. Seal.
Glacial spear.
In a bind?
Wind astral energy. Where that came from. Hold on to your art. Here I come.
Faith and blood. Bloody howling!
Freeze laser. Air thrust. Bronze and lead. Astral energy. By the power of water.
I'm practically unstoppable.
An opponent like this should be easy.
I shall ensure you survive this.
Dance in the wind.
Bloody
Seal. One's mine. Let's get you off this way.
Let me help. What I can do.
Seal. Do it. Johalim.
Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis. You don't mess around.
Certainly not.
Water astral energy. Where are you going?
Prepare to be sealed.
Leave the enemy's art to me.
Actually, that sounds
Do
more
it.
Blade here.
Let's talking more doing. Lunar collision. Squirrel. Here's the power of water. Ice crystal lightning.
They smite with black and gray.
To be let free.
Do it.
Shield.
This one's got your name on it.
Ashes to ashes.
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Ah, that's what it's for.
We made it to Cislodia.
We need to get that bridge down somehow.
It looks like we can control it from our side. Let's take a closer look.
Are you okay, Law?
Oh, fine. Just thinking. The past is a real downer. That's why I'm focused on what's ahead of me. You?
Yeah. I'm going to stay the path. As long as we're all together, I know we'll be all right.
Same here. Now let's get moving.
Oh, good. We can cross through here.
Stop! Who goes there?
My name is Alphen. We're not your enemies.
Did you say Alphen? Slap me silly, it really is you!
Forgetting someone?
Rinwell! Oh, glad to see you're doing okay.
What are you guys doing out here?
We're patrolling the realm. Never thought I'd bump into you all on my rounds, though. Heck, enough of me, though. What's going on up in the sky? Feels like the world's gonna end.
That's what we're trying to figure out ourselves. And as it happens, I've got a big favor to ask.
I had an inkling that's why you'd come back, as soon as I saw you in the distance. So you beat all the lords, huh? Damn, you really must be a hero.
I just did what I had to. So can you send anybody to help Ganeth Harros?
I think we can help out. I'll hit up the other resistance groups and rustle up some support. I doubt they'll have a problem sending people once I mention it's you who's asking.
Thanks. If you guys can help out, that'll give us a chance to do something about that wedge out in the ocean.
Yeah, I think that's something only you guys can handle. Speaking of which, that thing's out in the middle of the ocean. How do you even plan on reaching it?
By boat. We're about to go look for one.
No rest for the weary, I see. Hey, what happened to that mask you used to wear?
It's a long story. Let's just say I lost it.
I sure never expected to run a boat, huh? Where are we gonna find one of those? It's not the kind of thing people just leave lying around.
Especially not Renans. For an Imperial power, they never have shown much interest in maritime expansion. Still, I dare say there should be the odd small vessel here and there.
All well and good, but that structure's slap bang in the middle of the ocean. A fishing boat won't cut it.
Let's just try to find one that won't sink us halfway out, yeah? Not that it needs to be a huge galley like Almadria's or anything.
Just as well, since we've passed, let's see, literally 0 huge galleys.
All I know is we have to reach that thing in the ocean. Anything that might work, I say we try it. Thanks to Bregan, it seems like Ganeth Harros should be in good hands, at least.
I wonder who they'll send to look after things. It'll be someone from one of the other resistance organizations, no doubt.
They could do a whole lot worse than someone like Doc. And knowledge of medicine would go a long way there.
Wait, do you mean the old guy back in Calaglia? Ganeth Harros would be one hell of a trek from there. He'd have to get here first.
My brother's old second-in-command, Legil, would be a perfect fit, too. Pity she'll probably still have her hands tied up with work in Menancia.
Mahag Sar will be the same story. They won't have the manpower as it is, let alone enough to start exporting it.
Man, everyone's still struggling to get back on their feet, huh?
Knowing Bregan, he'll probably take things into his own hands. He seems like the kind of guy who enjoys a challenge.
Thinking back on it now, though, it does kind of make you realize just how many people we've gotten to know in each of the places we visited.
That's true. And each and every connection we forged is priceless. Anyway, we can trust Bregan to take care of things from here. Come on, let's focus on the task at hand. Well, most of the perches are filled up now. Frankly, I'm amazed there's so many of these guys.
What cautious lives they must have lived. They deserve credit for their vitality.
They're all so lovely individually, but I think they look downright awe-inspiring. And so many of them are gathered together in one place.
I don't know. It's hard to relax with all of them eyeballing us at once.
Yeah, I guess owls do seem to stare.
You've done well.
He's at it again.
Come on, you know you like it.
Frankly, I never thought you'd gather so many of us.
You are so quick to rescue those in need. You have given us a big, happy family.
We're on the brink of extinction. We must work together if we are to change our fate.
You carry a heavy burden.
Don't you worry. We can change fate. You won't be alone. I promise.
This isn't just your fight. I'm here for you too. I want us both to be together.
That was you interpreting for the owls, right?
Yeah, of course.
It's nice to see everyone getting along, but perhaps we should be moving on.
Just who was that conversation between?
Try not to think about it too much. Besides, there's still a few empty perches left.
We've come this far. Why stop now, right?
Hey, Hootle. Once we've managed to gather all the owls, after that... Huh? Finally.
We've reached our destination.
Oh. You know, don't you think we're running a little low on food?
Well...
Huh?
Yeah.
I guess...
Huh?
Got it.
Thanks. Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.